Game Show Network. All play, all day.
Our love is strong, but we need the old songs and the thrill that has long departed. It's no disgrace going back to the place where the fun and the chase was started. And so we'll laugh and joke tonight, share a folk tonight, like when rock and roll was king. We'll sing the songs we used to sing. To every song you sing, you'll be my party dog. I'll wear my blue suede shoes. When good old songs are swinging, you'll be my teenage queen. I wanna hold your hand. And so we'll laugh and joke tonight, share a coke tonight, like when rock and roll was king. And sing the songs we used to sing. When you're singing the songs we used to sing.
That happens to end up on that spot. That means you can not only win $1,000, but also a brand new car.
From Datsun, the innovatively new 200SX is here. It's totally new inside and out. The 200SX gives you more style per mile, furnished by Datsun. And Turtle Extra Car Wax, extra easy, extra durable, extra brilliant. Turtle Extra Car Wax in liquid or new soft paste. And will protect your money with Bank America Traveler's Check. Safe and convenient. Bank America Traveler's Checks are accepted like cash around the world.
However, that car can only be won one time, so let's do it. Let's play Melody Roulette. Here is the first spin of the wheel. The first spin in a big important lead. Back to the double, but what's it going to be on the money wheel? 300, that's it. So hands by your side for $300. Listen and name that tune.
The weather outside.
All right, Eric.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You got it, you got it, you got it. $300, 1, 2, and $300. And remember, the best out of 5 in the round is worth 10 points. And we'll continue with our run for $100,000 right after this.
I'm not here to tell you what car to buy, just to present some gas mileage comparisons. This Toyota Corolla gets 23 miles to the gallon. The comparable Datsun 210 gets 29. This Ford Fairmont, 21. Datsun's family size 510, 29. 24 for Plymouth Horizon, 29 for Datsun front-wheel drive, 310. This Toyota pickup...
Compare the mileage you can get right now in a Datsun. Compare the deal you can get right now at a dedicated Datsun dealer.
It's a long way to empty in a Datsun.
Wednesday at 6, how to avoid legal hassles when becoming a widow.
I said, is there someone to help me with this? They said, no, lady, just fill it out and come back.
Then the flesh and the fantasy.
What we have attempted to do, however, is associate sex with things attractive.
And the man behind the Playboy empire, Hugh Hefner. Then, Regis with a special preview.
Here's Johnny.
The epic horror of The Shining and the story behind all those long lines at the movies. All on Eyewitness News at 6.
Some of our contestants will receive a gift of a road atlas from Global, whether you're moving across the country or around the world. Remember, Global band lines for modern moving with old-fashioned care. Or the amazing, realistic System 7 mini stereo receiver with matching speakers for room-filling, high-fidelity sound from Radio Shack. Or men's or ladies' carry-on tote American Tourister, strong, lightweight luggage, good-looking protection that keeps your clothes looking good. American Tourister, the only way to travel. Or a certificate for any one of the more than 1,000 Big Boy restaurants nationwide. Big Boy features full table service and a variety of good food you love at a real value.
All right, now Eric and John back to Melody Roulette, and you run for $100,000. So far, Eric has one tune. Here we go with the second spin of the wheel. Who's going to get this one? That's the car up to the double. Hey, there's a double right there. A double. Oh, and it's done. All right. Woo-hoo. Not one, but for $2,000. Listen and name that tune.
It's been a
Hard day's night.
You got it, Thomas. You got $2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 $100 bills, and this is a $1,000 bill for a total of $2,000. How sweet it is. And they have one tune apiece. Here we go with a third spin of the wheel. It's the best 3 out of 5. Once again, for $2,000, listen and name that tune.
Gonna fly now.
Go to Fly Now is it, and you've got $2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's for $1,000, and here is another $1,000 bill right on top of the heap. And now it's 2 tunes for Eric and 1 for Tom Sottrell, and 3 tunes win the round. Here we go to the next one. 3 tunes win the round. What's it going to be now? Is it going to get up to a double? Hold it on double. Don't make it to the car. 500 this time. That's what it's going to be. All right, for $500, listen and name that tune. Tune.
Fire.
That is not it. Can you name it, Eric? He cannot do it. It is Shame. S-H-A-M-E. Shame. Here we go with the next spin of the wheel. It's still 2 for Eric and 1 for Tom. All right, old Martin, what's it going to be this time? Up to a double. And here's on a double. Double what is it going to be? Double 5. Just like it. So, for $1,000, listen and name that tune. All right, Eric, name that tune.
Bluesette.
Bluesette is it. You get $1,000. Here is a $1,000 bill, and you have won the round. Eric Kaplan, who gets the first 10 points. In just a minute, we're going to play Bitter Note with another 10 points, and tonight, your bid may mean $100,000 in cash. Don't go away.
In a world full of designer labels, it may come as a surprise that one of them is worn by half the men in America. A label found in elegant dress shirts. A label found in great-looking sports shirts. A label that gives you everything you expect from a famous designer. It's Arrow, the first great designer label worn by half the men in America. Arrow.
At the Broadway, your neighborhood store.
It's me, Mr. Inflation. I make prices rise everywhere.
Sink fix.
Why, the simple pleasure of having your sink fix can become a nightmare. Even Lucky can't escape my touch, but somehow they seem to have lower prices and key buys. Ooh, where they pass on additional savings. Oh, come on, Lucky.
Every day you have a new opportunity for beautiful skin with Vidal Sassoon Skincare. Complexion bar to cleanse, balancing rinse to condition, cream or lotion moisturizer to smooth and protect. 3 simple steps to cleaner, clearer, healthier looking skin. We call it Sassooning. Don't let another day go by without it. I'm Vidal Sassoon, and if you don't look good, we don't look good.
Here comes Lady, the new single from one of the hottest albums of the year, The Whispers.
Kiss me, drive me crazy. Would you do that for me, lady? The beat goes on, the beat goes on, the beat goes on.
Lady, My Girl, and The Beat Goes On, plus more, all on one album. No wonder it's solid platinum. The Whispers on Solar Records, an RCA associated label.
Now just $5.19 album or tape. We're at the warehouse, everywhere.
The pyramid schemes are toppling. Another powerful quake shakes the Mammoth area, injuring 4. A rescue at Mount St. Helens and the very latest on the presidential primaries today, tonight at 11 o'clock.
We not only have 2 hot players, we have two hot wheels up there. We gave away $5,500 in that first round. Eric Kaplan won the first 10 points. It's now time to play Bitter Note. And here she comes, Jerry Fiala, with our clues for this evening. Thank you, Jerry. Let's get on with this exciting evening. I'm going to read from these 6 clues. I want you to bid against each other as to how few notes it will take you to name that tune. And the first to score 3 wins 10 points. And may I remind you, one step closer to $100,000 in cash. And now, Eric, since you won the first round, which of these 6 clues would you like, sir?
Number 3.
Here it is, number 3. This number was used as the title for a 1965 film starring Geraldine Page and Glenn Ford. All right, Eric, start the bidding.
Tom, I can name that tune in 7 notes.
I can name it in 1 note.
Well, that obviously is the lowest possible clue, so here's the repeat of your clue. This number was used as the title for a 1965 film starring Geraldine Page and Glenn Ford. Here's your one note. Name that tune.
Dear Heart.
You got it. Can we hear Steve Mark? Does that Tom know his music? All right, Tom, the next clue is yours.
Number 1, please.
And his movies, I should add. Here's your clue. A thoroughly enjoyable number about a thoroughfare from 4 Liverpool lads. Tom, start the bidding.
I can name that tune in 1 note.
All right, little Tommy One Note, we'll call him from now on. Here is the repeat of your clue. A thoroughly enjoyable number about a thoroughfare from 4 Liverpool lads. Here is your 1 note. Name that tune.
Penny Lane.
You got it. Steve Marks will be here.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to have known.
If you'd like to go take a nap or something, we'll let you know when his round is over.
I think I'll stick around.
All right. Eric, which clue next?
Number 5.
Number 5. All right. Incidentally, it is 2-0, Tom's favor. And 3 tunes win the round. 2 talented tunesmiths, Johnny Mercer and Harold Arlen, collaborated on this Oscar-nominated tune. In 1941, it provided Dinah Shore with her very first million seller. All right, Eric, now you start the bidding.
Tom, I can name that tune in 7 notes. I'm going to stick to my record and try 1 note.
Oh, will he make it 3 in a row? We'll soon find out. 2 talented tunesmiths, Johnny Mercer and Harold Arlen, collaborated on this Oscar-nominated tune. In 1941, it provided Dinah Shore with her very first million seller. Here is your 1 note. Name that tune.
Blues in the Night.
You got it. Give it here, Margaret Bird.
My mama didn't call me when I wasn't pigtail.
What gave that one to you? Was it Dinah Shore clue or was it the Mercer and Arlen? Well, they collaborated on a lot of two. What gave it to you?
The year and the singer and the composers, everything.
In 1941? How old were you in 1941?
I was minus 15.
That's what I thought. Oh, he knows his music, he knows his movies, and he won the round. And so that means now Tom Sautrell has 10 points and Eric Kaplan has 10 points. It's going to be that kind of a showdown, folks. Next is the Golden Medley Showdown. And now listen, whatever happens, in just a few minutes, one of you will feel the thrill and security of $100,000 in cash, $10,000 a year for 10 years. Don't go away.
Can feel us coming now, a fresh look on the scene, with a whole new style of living, light and crisp and clean.
That's why now we say the age of 7-Up is here, because we love that crisp, refreshing taste, so light and crystal clear. Move it up, look it up.
Hey, Dave Parker's turning 7-Up.
America is turning 7-Up. Reach it up, feel it up.
Mike Schmidt's turning 7-Up.
America is turning 7-Up.
For young dolphins go to summer camp. New this season at SeaWorld. Come and watch a new 2-whale show starring Shamu and Namu. See a great new version of the Lumberjacks.
You loved them so, we brought them back.
Come this summer, there's so much new at SeaWorld. SeaWorld.
Make it a SeaWorld summer.
Have you tried one of these?
McDonald's new chopped beef steak sandwich.
Big. Have you seen one of these?
McDonald's free steak knife offer.
With one of those and a chopped beef steak sandwich purchase after 4 p.m., you get one of these free.
Steak knife.
Stainless steel.
Wooden handle.
Nice.
I'd like to collect a set.
How do we get one of these?
With a coupon.
Like one of these.
How do we get a coupon?
You can get a coupon anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, then use it after 4 p.m.
To get one of these, a free steak knife.
at participating McDonald's.
Like one of these.
Have we lost the spirit that put man on the moon? The spirit that enabled us to solve the toughest problems and meet the greatest challenges? Or do you believe that spirit is still in us? That we have the greatest resources, technology, and minds of any country in the world? And that with strong leadership we can put those gifts to work and lit that spirit again? Ted Kennedy, because we've got to do better.
Footprints in the valleys of the moon, and I say that we can meet our challenges in the 1980s.
You picked a mighty fine evening to tune in, name that tune. In that last round, Tom Sottrell, you set a record. We've been on the air for 6 years with this show. No one yet has done 3 one notes in a row on bid-a-note. That was a record for you. 2 of the finest players you'll ever see on this show. And not only bright at music, but Eric, for instance, has graduated from medical school, but you want to go on to be an obstetrician. Now, what does that mean? How many more years of what?
Well, Tom, I just started my internship now, and I have 1 year of internship and 3 years of residency ahead of me.
I see. So another 4 years.
Another
before...
4 years, right.
Yeah. Now, yes, hang in there. Whom do you have in the audience?
I've got my wife, Nancy, my sister, Denise, her husband, Joel, my good friends, Natalie and Doug, their daughter, Sarah, and my friend, Ann.
Oh, I see, the whole gang. Now, doesn't Nancy also have an interest in medicine? Or
Nancy's a registered nurse, and maybe someday we'll end up working together.
Wouldn't that be nice? How long have you two been married, incidentally?
3 years.
3, that's all, huh?
That's all.
Did you have a honeymoon?
Not much of a honeymoon. My wife had to take nursing boards 2 days after we got married.
Well, since both of you are knocking on the door, I'm going to ask each of you this question. What would you do with $100,000 if you happen to win it tonight?
Well, Nancy worked very hard to put me through school the last few years, and I think she deserves a well-earned break.
I would say so. That's a good way to start. Now, Tom Sottrell. Tom is from Yucca Valley. And you're currently unemployed, but the first time you were on our show, you said you aspired to being a minister. Is that correct?
That's true.
Do you still have those aspirations? What are your long-range plans, Tom?
Well, I'd like to preach the gospel full-time. Right now, I only do it part-time.
Yeah.
But if I had $100,000, I could live off that and do it full-time.
Yes, you could. And if you don't win the $100,000, are you looking? What other kind of work would you be looking for to help support yourself while you pursue that?
Probably office work or computers. That's what I've done before.
How old are you, Tom?
22.
Yeah. Whom do you have in the audience now?
I have my mother came back again this week.
Good.
And my sisters, too.
And your mother's name is Margaret?
My mother is Margaret.
Yes. Let me ask you something, Tom. How did you happen to get on Name That Tune?
I just called up. I didn't even know that.
Why did you call up?
Well, let's see. I was watching another show. I don't know if I should mention it.
Go ahead.
I was watching the Hollywood Squares.
Sure.
And they had a question about what kind of program best cheers up depressed people.
Yeah.
And they gave a multiple choice. Was it song and dance shows, comedies, or game shows? And the answer they gave was that it was game shows because it shows you that luck can change for you overnight. Yeah. I was kind of depressed at the time myself because of being out of work. So I thought, I'm going to call Name That Tune, and I did, and they invited me down, and here I am.
There he is. And now we know also what he would do with $100,000 if he were to win it. Good luck to both of you. I'll remind everyone that the score is tied. It's 10 points for Eric, and it's 10 points for Tom. And now we come to the Golden Medley Showdown, and we'll be playing as many tunes as you can name in 30 seconds. Now, the first of you to hit the buzzer will have first chance at the tune, and at the end of 30 seconds, whoever's named the most tunes wins $100,000 in cash. That's $10,000 a year for 10 years. So good luck, Eric and Tom. This is it. We have 30 seconds on the clock. Hands by your side. Good luck to both. Listen and name that tune. All right, Tom.
The Charleston.
Charleston is it. 1 for Tom. 29 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
La, la.
All right, Eric.
Hey Jude.
Hey Jude is right. It's 1-1. 27 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune. It is Eric.
Buttons and bows.
Buttons and bows is it. It is 2 for Eric and 1 for Tom with 26 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune. La, la.
Dinah.
Dinah is right. 3-1 with 25 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
How high the moon.
How high the moon is right. 4-1 is the score with 24 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
The House of the Rising Sun.
That is not it. Can you name it, Tom? He cannot. It's The Green Leaves of Summer from the Alamo. It's 4 for Eric and 1 for Tom with 22 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
Fairy tale.
All right, it's Eric.
Young at Heart.
Young at Heart is it. That's not the tune. 5-1. There are only 4 tunes, I'll remind you, separating the players with 22 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
For la 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 la. It's Eric. United we stand, divided we fall.
That is it. United we stand. It is now 6-1 with 20 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
Forget your troubles.
It's Eric.
Get happy.
Get happy is right. 7 for Eric, 1 for Tom with 19 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
Lala in the morning, lala in the evening. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening.
Wrong. Can you name it?
Sugar time.
Sugar time is right. Now, it is 7 for Eric and 2 for Tom. There are 5 tunes separating the players with 18 seconds on the clock. Listen and name that tune.
Close Encounters.
That's it. Close Encounters. The theme. 8-2. Eric's favor. 17 seconds on the clock. Listen and name that tune. All right, Tom.
Secondhand Road.
That is it. Secondhand Road. Once again, there are only 5 tunes separating them. 8-3 is the score. 14 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
Hoop-de-doo.
That is it. Hoop-de-doo. It is now 9 for Eric and 3 for Tom. 13 seconds on the clock. Listen and name that tune.
We got a great big la la rolling through the night. Yeah, we got a great big la la.
Oh, C.W. McCall will hate you for that. That was Convoy. That's what it was. It's now 9 for Eric, 3 for Tom with 8 seconds on the clock. Listen now and name that tune.
Younger Than Springtime.
You got it. Younger Than Springtime from South Pacific. It is now 10 for Eric, 3 for Tom, 7 tunes separating them with 7 seconds on the clock. Listen and name that tune. All right, Tom.
I Went to Your Wedding?
No, can you name it, Eric?
Nope.
It's I'll Dance at Your Wedding. Very close, but not it. 10 for Eric, 3 for Tom, 4 seconds on the clock. Listen and name that tune.
La la la. When you're not strong.
Eric, you have just won $100,000. Appropriately enough was Lean on Me. You lean on Eric for just a moment. I want to deal with Tom Sautrell. Tom, come on out here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the sharpest players we've ever had on this show. Tom Sautrell. Tom, you played a great game tonight. We'd like to present you with a video projection television and a portable home spa, a spa that is, bringing your total winnings on Name That Tune to listen to this. $23,200 for Tom Sautrell. Thank you very much. You absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Eric Kaplan, come out here. The last tune, ladies and gentlemen, the last tune was Lean on Me. And here he is. All right, Eric, we are thrilled to be able to present you with this check right here. Thank you, Jerry. See that? That is a check for $10,000. That's what that is, Eric. That, of course, is your first installment on your $100,000 prize. You will be receiving $10,000 a year for 9 more years, and you have certainly earned it. You have a brand new car and a whole bunch of prizes, which I do not have time to enunciate, but you have a grand total of $129,800. Eric Cup.
Thank you very much. Everybody here has been just terrific. Incredible. Great experience.
Looks like you're going to have a nice vacation.
Really.
Best of luck to you two and your many happy years ahead. And we'll see you next week on Name That Tune. Bye-bye.
Contestants will receive Gum-Out Carburetor Cleaner by Pennzoil. Help keep the car proof from slow starts, bucking, and stalling. Gum-Out Carburetor Cleaner between tune-up. Or a 22-piece Master Mechanic multi-drive socket set from 2 Value Hardware stores. Combined value and personal service from over 5,000 locations. Or Polyglycode Sound Shield for the noisy underside of your car, not an undercoating. Polyglycode and Sound Shield available at new car dealers only. Or from Tally Industries, Westcroft, new compact battery-operated AM/FM mini-clock radio. Built-in antenna perfect for travel, home, or office by Wexclock.
If you'd like to win $100,000, Name That Tune is now looking for contestants. Call area code 213-462-1595. That's area code 213-462-1595. Call now.
Is a Ralph Edwards production. This is John Harlan speaking.
It's the fun.
Wow! You can get this show and all of our Tom Kennedy game shows every other day as we go back to the basics on Monday, this coming Monday. It's going to be very exciting.
Richard Davis, come on down.
Oh, yes.
Barbara White, come on down. Gary Vickers, come on down. You are the first 4 contestants on The Price is Right. And now, here's the star of the nighttime Price is Right, Tom Kennedy.
And look how handsome Tom Kennedy is. Join him and all of our game shows of him every day on my YouTube channels, and check out the super classic Price is Right with him. Join us. Let's see the item of bids. Who's going to play the first game of first pricing game?
We'll fly you in the the Companion round-trip air coach from Los Angeles to Palm Springs, where you'll stay 1 week European plan at the Racket Club of Palm Springs. Enjoy swimming, shopping, and tennis on your own private court at this deluxe hotel conveniently located in the heart of the city. Furnished by the Racket Club of Palm Springs.
And Gary, I'd like you to start bidding on that. 1,500. 1,500. What do you say, Barbara? $575. Richard? 650. What do you say, 600. You say 600. All right. And the actual retail price of that Palm Springs vacation, $2,072.
Gary, would he? Let's see what he wins.
Where are you from, Gary? Garden Grove, California. What part? Garden Grove. Garden Grove, California. Gary, here is something that I'd like for you to win.
Pontiac Fiero, a sports car, personal car, practical car. Some standard features are fully independent suspension, four-wheel disc brakes, California emissions, and real trim ring. Furnished by Pontiac.
All right, Gary, step right on up there.
Would he win a brand new car in Lucky 7? Tune in the pursuit in the future on both of my YouTube channels. This episode will be on in the future.
Our love is strong, but we need the old songs and the thrill that has long departed. It's no disgrace going back to the place where the fun and the chase was started. And so we'll laugh and joke tonight, share a folk tonight, like when rock and roll was king. We'll sing the songs we used to sing. Don't get tired to every song you sing. You'll be my party dog. I'll wear my blue suede shoes. Don't get tired when the songs are swinging. You'll be my teenage queen. I wanna hold your hand. And so we'll laugh and joke tonight, share a coke tonight, like when rock and roll was king. And sing the songs we used to sing. Don't get tired when you're singing the songs we used to sing.
Hi, this is Tom Kennedy inviting you to tune in this week's $100,000 Name That Tune as our two contestants meet head-on for the opportunity to name a single mystery tune worth $100,000. $10,000 a year for the next 10 years. Now that's worth watching, and you can see it all right here where your dial is set.
Will someone win the Golden Medley and a chance at the $100,000 tune? Find out Monday night at 7:30 on Channel 4.
This is Tom Kennedy. Join us this week on Name That Tune as two more contestants try to qualify for $100,000 in cash. And in the meantime, can you name this tune?
On them, Jimmy, our head with love. Long, beautiful love. Shining, gleaming, streaming, flashing, waxing. Get me down to them. Shoulder length longer.
It's a new night for $100,000 Name That Tune tonight at 7:30.